This is a passage from the fourth and last part of Thus Spoke Zarathustra by Friedrich Nietzsche. Zarathustra is going through the mountains and he encounters this desolate and disturbing environment, and we see the effect it has on him. Modern architecture, buildings and urban development doesn't make us feel good. These cold, sleek, minimalistic buildings, they don't make you think, they don't make you ponder, they don't inspire you, they don't feed you in any way. They seem lifeless and repellent. We look away rather than gaze up. And you know these sayings such as, you are who you surround yourself with, or you are what you eat, pointing towards this idea that you're affected by your environment, you're affected by what you consume. It's the same with the buildings, the architecture, and the urban environment around us. Well, what's the saying? A cluttered desk is a cluttered mind. It's the same when you go outside. The effect that architecture, buildings, and the urban environment has on you, it's real. And there's fields of study that look into this, like neuroarchitecture and the phenomenology of architecture, that look at how this phenomenon happens in the brain. But it's just that in the modern world, in the world around us, efficiency and convenience, they seem to take priority over something like beauty. Beauty isn't really thought of now, it's not a consideration. It covers the whole diaspora of reasons and causes. People would say the economy, people would say demand, people will say it's the way we live now, it's all these reasons. Because there is something deeper at play. Most of our architecture is inspired by modernist fields of thought. Kind of the Bauhaus movement in the 1930s and this architecture, modernist architecture, and then you have postmodern thought that comes onto that, and it's postmodern architecture is kind of pastiche or ironic, and there's a lot of ideas that float around with this, but the outcome is still that beauty is not considered. And if you had to take the postmodern critique of that, it would be, how could beauty be considered if beauty is a subjective metric that can be disputed by anyone and can be redefined by anyone because it's different for everybody. You think about, in Europe, all the historical cities that tourists go to, their heads are always up, looking up at the marvels that were created in the centuries before them. But modern architecture doesn't have this appeal, and I don't think it tries to either. Recently, near where I live, they've changed the street lights to these white, harsh LED lights. It used to be like an old-fashioned yellow bulb. And when the lights came on at nightfall, with it came this feeling this lovely, soft, kind of warm, fuzzy feeling. The light that comes out of these new LED light bulbs, they're probably put in there for the reasons that I mentioned earlier, energy efficiency and all this. But the light that comes out from them is this harsh, cold, white light that emanates out of them, and it feels like you're in a psych ward or something. It's just so strange and unpleasant. It's not comforting whatsoever, and it's a feeling of coldness rather than warmth. That kind of sums it up for me, really. Human beings and human sensibility just isn't a consideration with new developments like this. And what do we do about it? What we can do is just to be aware of this and, in our own way, put up the yellow lights, the little actions in our own house, our own garden, in every way, to just cater more towards the human, cater more towards people.